Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your March 2023 tarot reading. Thanks to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, I take out the cross spread as always, and also pulled the 4 agreements, wisdom, the oracle, and Mudra card for you guys. I'm actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where you folks should be as far as that goes. Alright, so we have 10, and 10th house energy for you guys is Virgo. 10th house in general points to career and social status, and we will actually have a full moon in Virgo right around the start of the second week of March, so makes sense to see that come up. Alright, and we also have Mars, and Mars has been in your opposite sign of Gemini for a really long time, and finally, as we get toward the end of March, it'll actually move into Cancer. So could be a focus around your partnerships or relationships this month. And lastly, we have Capricorn. So Capricorn for you guys is your second house of possession, self-worth, finances. And we've had Pluto in Capricorn for a really long time, and that's going to be moving into Aquarius late in the month of March too. So you could feel a shift in that area as well. All right, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started with the main spread. In the main situation, we have the Temperance, which is actually the major arcana card for your sign, and challenging that we have the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. So this could just be saying that you're trying to get back in touch with yourselves this month, but the challenge could be maybe you've just had some kind of an obsessive desire, right, that might have kept you a little bit off balance. So given that we saw some career energy come up with your dice, could just be saying maybe you've been obsessively working toward your career, right? And that's kept you a little bit out of balance as far as that goes. This coming up as the challenge position, though, could just be saying that if you are feeling like you're struggling to maintain your balance, right, or maybe if you feel like you're in a bit of a low energy cycle, could just be saying that the challenge might be to just get out there, right? Maybe take a break from whatever you're doing, try to go out and travel for a bit, even if it's just a little road trip, it doesn't have to be a massive trip, but I feel like this is saying that could help you reconnect in that regard. All right, in the foundation position, we have the Tower. So yeah, I feel like this is definitely just a reminder, like I said, especially if you feel like you are overworking yourself in some way too, that could be just an indicator there to say, hey, just take a bit of a step back before something happens. Like, if you tend to overwork yourself, maybe you get a little sick, right? Nothing major, but might just be something that takes you out of commission for a few days, and then it's like, all right, so the thing you were resisting doing, which was taking a couple of days off, now you might have it forced upon you in a more uncomfortable way. It could just be pointing to an energy like that. But another way I could see this playing out too, it could just be saying, looking at the spread as a whole, could just be saying that if you've been functioning a little bit too much out of your masculine side versus your feminine, then that could be getting rebalanced this month too. All right, in the past position, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is actually a Virgo energy here, which is your 10th house, which we saw in the dice as well. So yeah, it could just be saying that in the past you might have actually had quite a bit of stability built up for yourselves, financially speaking, possibly a nice, stable home environment as well. So let's say if that's what you were in, and given how volatile things have been around the world lately, right? So maybe you felt like you were falling behind financially, so maybe that was what drove you to throw so much energy into your work. But either way, it looks like you're being asked to balance your energies a little bit this month. All right, in the present position, we have Judgment. So this is Scorpio energy here, and if we look at the artwork, if it'll focus, you actually see the horn looks like it's aimed toward the feminine energy. So yeah, like I said, if you guys have just feel like you've been focusing on work, right, and being a little bit too much in your more masculine energy, this energy this month can be calling you to get more in touch with the feminine side, right, which is be more receptive and not always on the go. And in your future position, we have the 10 of Swords. So yeah, again, to me, this is another indicator, right? Because we see what looks like a masculine energy on the ground there. Could just be saying that you're being called to step away from your masculine energy a bit more this month. I don't necessarily think it's going to be a long-term thing. Think it's going to be more temporary, but especially given that we do see tomorrow's energy in your dice as well, could just be saying that maybe you've just been pushing yourselves for too long, and you just need to take a little bit of a break. All right, in the position of your influence in the situation, we have the Four of Wands. So at least it looks like the energy you're bringing is actually very light, vibrant, optimistic, right? So it could just be saying that maybe you're getting toward the end of a goal that you did set for yourselves. So you might have even known, okay, yeah, this is something I'm working on. So for example, we mentioned how you're going to have that Virgo full moon early in the month of March. So given that that's your career house, could just be saying that maybe you already had this goal in mind, that you knew, okay, I really need to push myself, because you had that deadline in mind. Like, all right, by the time early March hits, I want to be done with this. So it could be as simple as that. And that could be why you're giving yourselves that last push. So that could be the more healthy way it's playing out. But yeah, for others of you, you just got to like I said, just watch out for the potential to overwork yourselves. And I feel like if you were to take some time away, that'll help you hit the reset button and come back refreshed too. All right. In the environment position, we have the King of Wands. So yeah, Leo energy here. But again, this could just be pointing to what we were talking about, where maybe you've just been a little too locked into the masculine energy, right? And it's interesting to see if we put it back in the spread. He's looking right at that Ten of Swords energy, right? So it could just be one of those things. We did have a Leo full moon recently too, so it could just even be saying that maybe the residual effects of that is what you're feeling as we go into this month. But that's what I see with that. Okay, in the hopes or fears position, we have the Four of Swords. So yeah, to see this here, to me, this is taking a period of rest to heal around a certain situation. So for some of you, now the more I'm going through this spread, I feel like the majority of you actually do have a timeline that you had in mind, and now you're close to the end. So for a lot of you, I feel like it would be more of a natural ending that you go through. But again, I do feel like it's worth mentioning, especially with the Tower and the Foundation, that for those of you who are just constantly pushing yourselves, I feel like this is saying to just watch out for going overboard this month, and try to take some time out away from whatever your goal is. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a major, oh, I'm going to take 3 weeks away. Just even a couple of days might help. But that's what I see with that. All right, and in the outcome position, we have the moon. So yeah, this could just be pointing to the significance rather of the lunar cycles that we'll be going through in March. So at the time of recording this, we haven't had that new moon in Pisces just yet. It's coming up a couple of days, and then in the actual month of March itself, we're gonna have the full moon in Virgo, which I already mentioned, and then as we get toward the end of March, we're gonna have a new moon in Aries. So that would definitely be a supportive energy for you there. But yeah, seeing this, and given that we had the 10th house energy come up in your dice, we have some Virgo energy, including at the bottom of the deck for you guys. I feel like this is more saying that, yes, that Virgo full moon is going to be pretty significant for you guys as far as wrapping up the cycle. And like I said, for some of you, it looks like you already had that ending in mind for this timeline, and that's why you're giving it that final push. But for others of you, it could just be saying watch out for the potential overwork. But yeah, like I said, bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So Virgo energy here could just be saying that you had that singular focus on a goal and you've been working toward it all this time. Interestingly enough, beneath that, we do see the Hangman. So yeah, for those of you, if you truly are close to the finish line, right, maybe it's saying, okay, yeah, that's fine to give it that last push and then take your time off after that, right? But for others of you, if you feel like you're just getting further and further away from that finish line, that it's just making you work more and more obsessively toward it, rather, I feel like this is saying take a little break, and that'll help you come back refreshed and renewed to push forward. All right, moving on to your Four Agreements card, we have always do your best, and it says surrender and let go of the past. Okay, it says whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means that you can enjoy the dream that is happening right now. So interesting message there. I could definitely see that playing along with the Tower energy and the Ten of Swords energy, which can point to some endings for sure. So hopefully that resonated. And next we have Serendipity. There's the artwork, and the number is 18. Someone else got this card this month too. Pretty sure it was one of the water signs. So if you have a significant water placement in your chart, you could check out that reading. Or if you're dealing with someone who has the placement. But yeah, let me see what it says. Okay, central meanings says opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. The Oracle's message: you've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected, and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. So yeah, definitely a pretty positive message there. Hopefully that resonated. And that definitely made me think of the Temperance card as well. Okay, the relationship message says Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met or are about to meet someone vitally important to your journey, someone Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs Spirit presents. So yeah, definitely a positive message there as well. I didn't necessarily see this as a one-to-one romantic connection, but hopefully that resonated for those of you looking for guidance there. Worst case, I already do have the mid-month readings for February out on the channel, and then the March one should be out in a couple weeks too. Okay, the prosperity message says, you are in the right place at the right time. Be grateful, for the stars are aligned in your favor and fortune is smiling on you. Victory and success are yours. The choices you have made in the past have prepared you for the opportunities now before you. This is your lucky moment. The timing is perfect. So yeah, definitely a pretty positive message there too, especially as far as saying that you're in the right place at the right time, right? And the choices you have made in the past prepared you for the opportunities. So again, I feel like that's... So let's say if this is playing out as perfectionism too, right? To where you feel like that's why you're constantly pushing yourselves, because you feel like you haven't reached the level where you want to be. That could be an indicator that you are there, right? And it could just be saying that, just look out, because maybe the timing will actually be right for you to see that, okay, the work you have been doing has been paying off, and then you won't constantly have to push yourselves to get further, All right, and lastly, we have a Mudra for you guys. This is your Mudra here. It's the Anahata Chakra Mudra, and the keyword for it is compassion. Okay, and I get it to focus. Okay, there we go. So if you want to pause or take a screenshot to read what it has to say, you can. But under benefits, it says activates Anahata Chakra, improves the health of the heart, lungs, and breast, regulates breathing, expands feelings of compassion and love, increases healing abilities. So if that sounds like a Mudra thing to be beneficial for you guys, we'll put the name in the description video as always. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.